I'd like to formally welcome you to the Parkinson's Foundation's Mindfulness Monday. It's August 16th. And just a few things to note. Everyone will be on mute for the duration of the session. Feel free to use that chat to make comments, share with us, ask questions. And as always, if you're capable of and comfortable with it, I do encourage everyone joining on video. Our next session, our next English session will be with Dr. Maria Sirois on August 30th. August 30th is National Grief Awareness Day. So Dr. Sirois will be joining us and guiding us through a mindful meditation in the presence of grief. Make sure you bring a notepad and a pen for this special feature. Again, that's August 30th. And a quick reminder, since this seems to be a common theme, if you need to take your medicine, take your medicine. Beautiful. So yes, the next Monday will be our Spanish session. So please tune into our YouTube channel or do some kind of mindful practice during our usual time together. This Wellness Wednesday, you can join me. I'll be there on Wellness Wednesday this week, August 18th. For surgical options, the care partner's perspective. So during this special event, we will focus on the care partners of a loved one who has had DBS surgery or deep brain stimulation or is considering it. We'll hear from a nurse practitioner about things to consider in the decision process and tips for supporting your loved one through their DBS experience and beyond. We'll be joined by 3 care partners sharing their own tips and takeaways and encourage the audience to engage with your questions with the panel. Again, I will be there, so if you just want to spend more time with me, make sure you join me at this Wellness Wednesday. And after our session, Jennifer will place a link in the chat for feedback from you all. I'm just trying to rally up some good understanding, comprehensive understanding of what you guys are resonating most with so I can start developing our curriculum for next year. Very good. So we had more sharing in the chat about things that we did nice for ourselves today. Good. I love this, Joe. Thanks for sharing. She says, asked and accepted help from our son-in-law. It's not easy to do. Asking for help is certainly not easy to do. Well, Justina, I'm so glad you're here with us. And Phil says, my daughter and her partner arrived, so having a drink in the barbecue. Beautiful. Welcome, Phil. And Phil is joining us from France. We've got representation across the world today. So today we're going to be talking about letting go. And I want to do a quick exercise before we kind of start into the discussion on what letting go means. So really quickly, let's find your seat. If you're lying down, it's perfectly fine. We're going to do a tension exercise. So placing the feet on the floor, moving the shoulders around, just wiggle a little bit. Good. So this is really interesting practice because it kind of just allows us to recognize how much we hold on to, and it gives us the physical exercise of actually letting go. So take a deep breath in and let it out. Good. Take a breath in. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. And let it go. Good. Next breath in. And then clench every single muscle in the body. Clench your fists, clench your feet, clench your thighs, clench your butt, clench your face, make weird faces. Hold, 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 and let it go. Good. Take a breath in. And relax. And we're going to do that one more time. Ready? Okay, deep breath in. Clench, clench, hold that tightness, feel the rigidity, really grip your muscles, engage, activate, pull in, clench, 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 Let it go. Let it go. Good. Shake the hands, shake the feet, tap the feet. Good. So you literally just let go of something, right? You let go of your breath. You let go of tension in your body, tension that you created. You let go of holding that breath. So again, something that you cultivated in your body. So just really quickly, I would like to know how that felt for you guys to intentionally make that tension in your body. And the key word here is intentional. So you intentionally caused tension in your body. How did that feel? For me, it was kind of exciting. I felt a little stimulated. Yeah, so Joan says, interesting to have something literal to let go of. Right. Icky. Diane said icky. Unpleasant. When I first started training in the practice of yoga, I started recognizing all these places in my body, in my mind, and in my heart of what I was holding on to. So a lot of us don't even realize that we're lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, right? See if you can just relax the shoulders away, soften the body. Another place we like to hold tension is in the jaw, gripping the teeth, right? See if you can let go of the jaw. Yeah, I love all the facial expressions. It's beautiful. Now imagine walking through life all the time, every day, holding on to that tension, holding that breath. Wouldn't feel very nice, would it? The point is, we do it anyway. We hold our breath, holding your breath in a phone call, holding your breath watching TV, just holding your breath. The tension in your body, there's so much tension, especially if we have pain or tremor, that we just hold. We hold on to it. So when we start to cultivate this mindful practice of letting go, physically, it can start to manifest itself into all aspects of our life. So the thing about letting go is knowing that what we're living with in the past is already done. So we have to start reframing how we can start to let go of these tensions that we hold on to, things that we don't have control over anymore. And holding on to these beliefs, such as I'm not capable enough, I'm not fast enough, is a common thing in Parkinson's disease. I don't have enough time, I don't have enough space. But letting go of these self-limiting beliefs can open up opportunities in your life. So letting go of that tension that we just practiced in the body gave us an opportunity to feel a little bit more calm in our bodies. We can start to apply that to other things in our lives. We can also start to create space for something new. So if you're holding on to your Parkinson's diagnosis, if you're holding on to your role as a person caring for someone with Parkinson's, if you're holding on to your identity, right? Our identity changes every day. Your history is your history. It is not who you are today. But if you're holding on to these beliefs, it starts to separate what's possible to what is not possible because you're in control. It's also the cornerstone for change. So when you think about that tension that we just created in our body and we actively let go of that tension, your body physically changed. Imagine if you can let go of some of the things that you hold on to. For instance, it's been a couple years now, but I had a baby blanket. Okay. I'm a young adult now, and it took me a long time to let go of that baby blanket, a long time. But that attachment wasn't serving me anymore. In fact, that blanket took up space in my house, took up space in my space to offer something new. So you think about all the things that you might hold on to, like bins of photo albums, not even photo albums, but just pictures, right? Or your high school diploma, or I just got rid of my cap and gown from graduation years and years ago. You just think of all these things we hold on to that collect dust. The same metaphor for things we hold on to spiritually, energetically, and emotionally, and physically. So thinking about that tension we created and how we let it go and how good that felt to let it go. So now we're going to start a little practice on letting go. And Dr. Maria Sirois is going to guide us through a deeper practice in the coming weeks on August 30th. So today's practice is going to be a guided imagery, so visualization. And I got a lot of feedback from the last visualization practice we did, and it made me do more research about the visualization practice. Did you know that there's people in the world that cannot actually imagine images in their mind's eye? I didn't know that. So for those of you who might have trouble imagining pictures in your brain, I told her, the person who reached out to me, is listen to it like it's a story. So even if you are able to visualize this beautiful scene in your mind's eye, think of this as a beautiful story that you're listening to. Okay. So now we're going to step into our meditation. And you can take whatever seat feels most comfortable to you. That's the most important thing, something that's comfortable for you. You also want to find a stance that, you can be alert, awakened, so that you can actively use the brain to practice focusing, coming back to the meditation. For me, it's feet flat on the floor, shoulders up and then back down. So find your seat and then soften a little bit into it, just like we did before when we held the tension, and then feel the body. See where you can soften. In the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the heart, the belly. We so often hold the belly in. Let the belly be big here. Full permission to let your gut hang. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. And we'll take 2 more at your own breath pace. And again. And recognize that you've made this time for you. Try to let go of any thinking and start feeling your body here in this moment. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes. And closing the eyes just minimalizes distraction. Staying connected to your breath's pattern and breathing in and breathing out. And take a nice big deep breath in. And when you exhale, imagine that you can blow out some of your stress. Good. Breathe in deeply again. Release your worries with each exhale. One more breath in. Make it passionate and full. And exhale. Now allow your mind to drift to a thought or an image of a beautiful beach with clear turquoise water. You notice the smell of the air, salt, And you're walking barefoot in white sand. The sand is warm and soft under your feet. And as you walk, you leave footprints in the sand. Each footprint represents a word in your mind. Feel your feet leave these words in the sand. And as you step, letting go. Walking on this beautiful beach, clear turquoise water. Then you step towards the sound of the ocean. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and the breeze of the sea. Feel the sensations of the sand on your feet, a little gritty, soft. And as you walk near the waves, you notice the sand under your feet gets firmer, a little bit easier for us to walk through. Notice how you feel as each footprint lets go of these words, seeing them trail far behind. And now you get to the shore where the ocean meets the sand. And you see little waves coming up and down, up and down. And as the waves come and go, you see some things in the sand like shells. You see a little piece of driftwood. You pick up that piece of wood and start to write in the sand. And with this piece of wood, you draw your name. See yourself on this beach next to the water, writing each letter of your name. Writing each letter of your name. Let's step back in this imagination. You see your name in the sand. And as you see your name that's carried you through your whole life, you notice a little wave coming closer. And this wave catches part of your name and washes it away as it goes back into the ocean. And then another wave comes and washes your name away even more, washing away your old ways, taking away pains and fears about the future. And another wave comes until all you can see is ripples in the sand where your name used to be, feeling cleansed. You drop your piece of wood and start to walk again along the beach, feeling the water on your feet. Noticing the sand underneath the soles of your feet as you continue walking forward. Remembering that our thoughts create our reality. And so we begin to visualize what you desire and want instead of what you don't want to happen. Take a deep breath by the ocean side. And you let that breath go. And take another deep breath in. And let the breath go. And starting to feel your feet underneath of you, the support underneath your seat. As you feel ready, you can flutter your eyes open, maybe looking down to start. Looking around your room, looking at your partner or not. And just take your hands together and start to rub them. Just very gently. Feeling a little warmth between the palms. And then let the hands come back down, finding whatever is comfortable for you. Did you know that 99% of your worries does not ever happen? It's the truth. I thought that statistic was very interesting. I wanted to make sure I shared it with each of you. So guided imagery can be very helpful in imagining where we want to be, how we want to feel, whom with, whether it's possible or impossible. It's a moment that we can share in possibility. When you think about walking along that beach and noticing the wave coming in and letting go of that wave, kind of pulling the name out, it's a metaphor for us to let go of some of the things that no longer serve us. And so I have a little exercise for you guys to take home with for homework. So the exercise is to find a small rock the next time a lot of you went for a walk today. So the next time you're outside or inside, find something, some kind of object that's small enough for you to pick up, something that you can throw away. Okay. So imagine that this rock, per se, is something that represents something you're struggling with to let go of. So the loss of a loved one, the anger you have with your recent diagnosis of Parkinson's, your frustration with your tremor. What are some examples for our caregivers? The frustration of not having enough time for yourself. Anything that comes to mind, something that you're struggling with letting go of. You're going to pick up a small rock. You're going to think about it. You're going to hold on to that rock. Okay? You're going to put that rock in your pocket, in your satchel, your purse, and you're going to hold that rock for a whole day, maybe even all night. The next morning, that rock's going to be by your bedside. You're going to pick that rock up. You're going to walk outside, and you're going to let it go. You're going to throw it out into the garden, into the lawn, into the river, lake. Don't throw it out your moving car. You might feel some resistance to letting go of this very strange rock that you've never had attachments to before. But that's just the practice. Once you feel that connection, let it go. This exercise can help us begin to trust the process of letting go, and will be a really great segue into what Dr. Sirois is going to have to offer us when we meet each other again on August 30th. Does everyone have their homework assignment? So someone asked me where I got my statistic of 99% of your worries never happen. So it was a research article that I read in my training to be a meditation teacher. I'd have to get you the exact link to it. There is a research article on it, thinking about the number of worries that we have every day, that are very self-limiting, versus the reality of what actually happens. It's a very interesting research article. I have your name. That direct message is from Zoom user. So I can't quite identify who you are to share that article with you, but I'll be sure to come back when we meet each other again with that research article to share with everyone. I know today was a little bit of a heavier practice, but it's important, very, very important for us to try and let go of these things that we hold on to so that we can start to embrace some change in every opportunity that comes our way, no matter how large or small. Right, so go find your rock and make a connection with it and then let it go. I thank each of you so much for coming today. And I'll see you live again on August 30th with Dr. Sierra. And thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful week.